banda
bari man sene so fonde ni mano bande sa fonje
kilo le bota
assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam ba
bare
ko do ki yana ne yuna ya moy
min to yona Mansara itu nada ya aja ngamano sammanang ngatulo samman bismillah
na nyumanu dia tal ko
yalla ni mano wara demen jona biro ngay tawle ngata ko do kama demen man façon fula wala beje kilo tal lul tabeje kilo monni lul tabeje hani duuli no beje ni tale ko do kama ni lefta ko do les ko do ta inaita na diate fene si mano le sanjani tulol ni hani nyi fongoni alkawme to wabul kawme fokan diringle ni lemnato ngabo ndeje
yuna la kanyul be samana
etu la kanyul be samana yaje
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you're applying for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas, or a child wanting to come to the United Kingdom to settle with the family, we can help you to achieve your goals.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm specializing in conveyancing, immigration, litigation, family law, personal injury, licensing, no win, no fee. Contact us today at www.sk-solicitors.com.
yaran yilla domoro ka diaten
boy jannon CK's restaurant
Sign na ko be ni na dimbal. Nimba domoro kala janno.
Domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije. Luntan during tamala abeka domoro kijani. Adi manda wala de. Teka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa. E ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery. Iko fanan be kalele. Ba de lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo fendin lo dunia kono. Domoro betama nyilom international otoda number 1
amanke ba domo la jandama
esa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa na ko sa futandi
oto sa na ko be mu CK's restaurant
dafa na janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards.
Mr. Osho, can you kindly bring forward the mic? Just a little bit, thank you. Welcome back, Mr. Touray. I hope you had a wonderful lunch.
Bismillah, Mr. Touray. Ngamere ila konto beteata.
Just before the break,
Nimbita konto la.
You had told us about the incident of 14th August 2016.
Ya kumo fonyane Oscar Tiltang anin nani menketanu 2016 sangokono.
You told us how some masked men came, tied you up, and burnt the APRC bureau.
Ya fonyang molu men ya maskolu dum inata nyami yetemuta ye city hanu fo botawto inata APRC la bureau nyin dinkira jani.
Sorry, as a result of which you were detained at the NIA.
Udalilo le ya sabu inata fana muta ke sindi NIA.
You told us about several of your colleagues, Lamin Jobate.
Ya fuko kafunyolu menubeko Lamin Jobate.
Adam Mbai.
Adam Mbai.
Khadijatu. All of whom were also detained at the NIA.
Inata ulfana muta ye sindi NIA.
You told us about Jarai Baji.
Ye Jarai Baji fana na kumofo.
Alaji Baji.
Aning Alaji Baji.
Matar Sise.
Matar Sise.
And Tumani Jalo.
Anin Tumani Jalo.
You also narrated your ordeal at the NIA.
Nata mantoro menfanantaki NIA yo fanansata.
You gave us details of how you were tortured by some men at the NIA.
Ya fonyang modolu menbe NIA inate tajire yaje nyaming.
And you also told us about when you were sent to the police headquarters for questioning.
Yenyim fanam fonye wato me ye samba police headquarters puru site nyinin kaje.
Along with Tumani Jalo.
Ilin Tumani Jalo.
Before the break, you were telling us about how Tumani Jalo was threatened by the officers that were interrogating him.
Janingata kontonga ibafo ya fonyene official menbe Tumani Jalo nyinin ka kanu ya silandinu nyaming ka kumasangaro lufaye.
And you also told us that when you went to the police cell, you saw families of people that were alleged to have burnt the APRC bureau.
Yenyim fanam foko bri itata police ya molu jije meni ya lonko ya wolle mutakatu wolle la badinguli nying APRC la bureau jani ibitung inata wo la badinguli muta wairi fulu fangulu imalu mutano.
Can you tell us about this group of people that you saw in the cell?
Say yo mo ka folu menu jije menu muta selo kono fem fonye wala ko to bay be nyame nu.
O molde those people they were there, but I did not know their names. When I got there, they told me that they were telling me this one is my husband, this one is my colleague, this one is my friend. So ni nara umayla bungoro ni mere taraje mumbabala e kola collect. They were referring to the people alleged to have burned down the place, that when they came to pick them up, and if you were their neighbor and they did not find them, they will just pick you up and take you away.
That particular cell,
Was hello.
were there both men and women in the cell?
Musol nin kel be dundi sel kili ko ban.
Musol ning you will counter to behind. The women were behind the counter, the men were inside the cell.
Do you know how many of them were there?
That
is the women.
I can say up to 3 women. There was one that was pregnant.
What of the men? How many of them were there?
The men too, I can say only 3 people.
Can you tell us what happened after Tumani was interrogated by the officers?
Say isa fono nyene bang bring officially Tumani nyininkan muna natake okola
inaran tolbe murundi NIA. After that, they returned all of us to the NIA.
At that point, did they charge you with any offense?
Wotembodum ye tumi kulela banka fo yenyin kukari leke.
No, you man charge any fenana coming California coming ngomulum allowed nyamiri good lajani wa na entemuta. No, we were not charged with anything. The only thing they said is the fact that we allowed those people to burn down the place.
Did they accuse you of committing any offense?
Silandu inate tumi ko ye kukurum leke ba wala ye tinyar leke bang.
No one said to me whether I did something or I violated anything.
For how many days had you been in detention at that point?
Otembo yetili jelle ke mutoko no.
Amume too. All of it.
The day that you went to the police station with Tumani.
Lumeng altata police station oto inin Tumani.
But coming not 2 days sorry jail before Mita Canifing station oto follow. I spent 2 days there before going to the Canifing station.
That is 2 days at the NIA.
2 days, yes.
No lem tilufula NIA.
So you went back, you were taken back to the NIA.
Time inatali murundi koteke NIA.
Inara murundi NIA. Yes, we were returned back to the NIA.
Can you tell us what happened after you were returned to the NIA?
Time isa fononye birali yali murundi NIA mune natake.
Abe murundi NIA ntol be sirin jele rek be sirin jele fo Friday lunga kotake ye murundi. We were there just sitting down until on Friday, and we were returned back to Canifing.
What was the purpose of you going back to Canifing?
Muna mdaliloti pur katelu murundi kotake kata Canifing.
Whether we know something about it. They took us back there to continue asking us if we knew anything about what happened.
How many of you were taken to Canifing this time around?
The
3 of us.
Can you name the people that were taken with you?
The Jarai Baji, Tumani Jallo, and myself.
Can you tell us what happened when you arrived at the Kanifing police station?
Saying isa fono nye biral futa Kanifing police station munkule na takije.
Yung futa Kanifing police station yenda samba bureau to yenda at the bureau.
When we arrived, they took me to the bureau. So that I would show them where I was standing and also where I was tied.
Go on.
After that, we returned to the Kanifing police station.
So when
we got there, I was taken back into the cell. And Tumani was taken for interrogation.
Yeah, so for around some minutes to 2.
I was there until some minutes to 2. And we were returned back to the NIA in Banjul. My hands were handcuffed on top like this until we got to Banjul.
What of Tumani and Jarai? Were they also in handcuffs?
Tumani ni Jarai dung, wol fanalu dung ye fanalu handcuff le bang.
Ya intending Tumani and Jarai told with different vehicles.
We were put into different vehicles. In fact, each one of us was in a different vehicle.
Was pickups abalong.
There were 3 pickups.
Each
pickup took 1 detainee.
This time around, do you know who was interrogating Tumani?
Because
well, party was there and party was the one interrogating.
Yeah, because I don't CID so like
he was the head of the CIDs there.
Kanifing station.
At the Kanifing station.
And do you know the outcome of that interrogation?
Saying anyinka kanyaming saying for inata lo ne ukunata la banyaming.
No, ndamana kulonjena because kabin galbora reke ndo kumandi e tumani kumandi e jara fana kumandi acha ngaje jara ndamoro kono tumani fana dunta moro kono ndafana moro mu ndefana dunda kono molo murunta.
No, I did not know the outcome because after that I was called, Tumani was called and Jara was called and each one of us was put in a different pickup.
Where were you taken?
Saying yete samba mindole.
Murundi NIA Banjul.
We were returned back to the NIA in Banjul.
Can you tell us where you were kept at the NIA?
Saying first fononye yete mabo wala yedundi mintole NIA.
Yendol dundi bundola kono je abungoni e a condition bijele momo ni laron skirino bije santo alkajibe.
We were taken to one particular room which was air conditioned. There were beds there and also a screen which you could watch.
Each
one had their own bed, their little mattress.
What of Jarai? Where was she kept?
Jarai dundi mintole.
Jarai ning Adam Baile Kedlaklin and Musudobi Sira Walindau Yewale Kedlaklin.
Jarai, Adam Bay and one other woman, Sira Walindau, were all in the same room.
Who is this Sira Walindau?
Jumalo muni Sira Walindau.
Sira Walindau entenga tolo ngolto nak NIA.
That was where I knew her name at the NIA.
Do you know if she held any particular position in government at that time?
For isalo no banko, for palasi babulu mansakunda kono wotembo.
Because yani mandole samana nyola fafa sanyang, yole samana nyola, ndole nyokanje.
She was of energy. She was brought along a man called Papa Sanyang, who was the Minister of Energy.
Can you tell us for how long you were detained at the NIA?
For
2 weeks. Because covering on the 14th August for on the 29th August.
For 2 weeks, the 14th of August until the 29th of August.
Before the 2 weeks, can you tell us if any of your colleagues was released?
Alaji Baji, wale follow bula Alaji Baji.
Yes, Alaji Baji was the first to be released.
The day that
Alaji was released was the same day Tumani was called and taken away.
Did they say where they were taking them?
Say ya fole bange ba samba kan nun damen.
No, ima fo ba samba kan damine bare inte kabria bundi bunko rek ndek jolem fara. Kabria kumande rek ndek jolem fara.
They did not say where they were taking him, but no sooner did they call his name than I started panicking.
Because
I knew that the statements they were saying to him in Kanifing, that was what terrified me. And also, when we left Kanifing on our way back to the NIA officers that I was in the vehicle with, the kind of things they were saying about him, those things also scared me.
Because they
were saying, you see these little boys, when they are walking on their jame, they used to act pompously. They make themselves appear as if they are able to do anything. And they were saying that they were going to mass him.
What does that mean?
Well, that perhaps is to electrocute him.
And what other things were they saying at the Kanifing station?
He keeps secret.
That is just to say that Tumani Jallo is keeping secrets. There are things he knows, but he's keeping them a secret.
And do you know why they assumed that there are things that Tumani knew and he was keeping it a secret?
Sai munana Italia mira ila mira roto munana Italia nyumfoko Tumani bota kulu kalamale wokola anate ide afe.
Because nyaji ofo iko Tumani fengo kalamu foka pare ay banka afoe.
Well, the reason why they are saying that is because they said Tumani knew about everything, but he refused to divulge that information to them.
Do you know if at any point during his detention, if he was tortured?
Fo isibu ya kalama alaw muto mume okono fo wati sina soto ya bute ka tajire ya bang.
No, mo kalamu dana komi ya bute damin tenyala no.
No, I was not aware of that. Where he was beaten in my presence, no.
Kumole fay kumol miango is terrible.
But they were only saying words to him which were terrible.
Because ndefana kabi first time temalo nun coming ndefana sometimes from the starting la faka wal nun Tumani bulle.
Even myself, at the initial stage, I wanted to get angry with him.
Yes, because nkai ko itenyi molo ne ya fo lumina on Sunday entaka fo gale lunne.
I was telling him, these people, you know them. When they informed you on Sunday, you should have passed on the information.
And what did Tumani say in response to that?
Tumani nata ijabi munela.
Tumani told me that I am not aware of anything. These people just called me just to get me involved.
Yes. Time goes on,
but as time went on, I got to believe that he knew nothing about it, that these guys just called him to implicate him.
Yes.
So it was because they were pointing to Tumani as the main culprit. That is why you were afraid when he was being taken out, correct?
Amunta itelu betumane le chodi kanunko atolum kulu kunton koti men kataje briya findindi wala nata isilang akulu kono bang.
Wala islawana kabriya kumandikai. Yo ngonyo kanyoka ikata masle.
Yes, that is what made me scared. That was why when he was called out, I said to myself, this guy is going to be electrocuted.
Can you recall who called him out?
Fwe hakilo samuta jumale ya kumandi ka findindi.
Sir Umar Jeng called him.
And do you know where he was taken?
No, malo ya nak.
No, I did not know where he was taken to.
After that day, did you see him throughout your detention?
Since that time, up till now, I have not seen him again.
How about the other people that were detained with you?
Say wo mo do lu ye ni menu mutanyola kalisindi nyoka wala doldum.
Then we'll be jailed for on the 29th. That was on Monday.
I was there with them until the 29th, which was on a Monday.
So after Kontong,
after lunch,
Se Omar Jeng
called me. And he said to me, today you are going home.
But before, if it is left between the two heads.
But before that, each time I asked him when we were going home, he would tell me that that depended on the two heads.
Who were the two heads he was referring to?
Atebe two head wale mwanyatu nkafulolo atebe menuma wale mjumalti.
Wale mtola nyaronko di police ani Yaya Jammeh.
That was our head of the police and Yaya Jammeh.
And you've told us that the head of the police at that time was Yankuba Sonko, correct?
Yenyi mfanyelo nka otumo police la nyato nkomu Yankuba Sonko lete.
Yes.
Throughout your detention, even before you were released, did they charge you with any offense?
Ila muto wiche umume ubeko no jani be bulala. Foye itumi kule la kafo yenyi nkukarleke.
No, coming Galata kamu fanya de coming mwana ndasonda umole udlajani. Mwana ndasoro.
No, just asking me why I allowed those individuals to burn down the place. That was the reason why I was detained.
But they don't. But
they did not tell me why I was detained. But in my own thinking,
because
is that I accepted or allowed those people to burn down the place.
Because no effort play.
That I played no effort.
I just let them free.
That these guys came and I just let them free to burn down the place.
And did you have any chance standing up against those people when they came?
Sila lumbiro molnata. Feto lunata chance le soto kabwala kasila soto kalolu nyato kabalange bulu.
No, I'm balang because I'm not wol kidole be bulu ini muro. So I'm mame wol nara rek I'm fane dila.
I did not resist because I knew that they had guns and knives. So when they came, I just surrendered.
So in essence, they were just making mere accusations against you, as you were not in a position to even defend yourself while on guard at the bureau.
Sayang amunta itulbe tumiro le foka itema drong ando tumo itema sila soto puru ibe fantan kandila nyaming wato men ibe bureau nyinto je bureau molnata.
Akira wal nyama because nteban kabine samba Kanifing station.
That was how things happened because when I was taken to the Kanifing police station,
Yankuba Sonko, is your negligent.
He said to me that it is your negligence.
You don't use the baton, you break their head.
It said to me, why did you not use the baton to break their heads? Yankuba said that to me.
Yeah.
And you've already told us that the men outnumbered you on that day.
And they
were armed and you were not. Did you feel that you were fairly treated at that time?
Because you all know police, we don't have no guns, we don't have knife, we don't.
They were not fair to me because they know that the police, we don't have guns, we don't have knives, we only work bare hands.
Is you're negligent, you don't use the baton, you break their head. That
was why when he said to me, why did you not use the baton to break their heads? And he told Sheikh Omar Jen, take him to the NIA and lock him up.
Because Yankuba
Sonko only secures his position. He does not secure anybody.
While at the NIA, can you tell us what your feeding routine was like?
In the morning, They usually come there with a paper, and they'll ask you to tell them what you want. If you want bread and butter, they will buy it for you. If you want bread and stew, they will buy it for you. So, there in the morning, you are allocated $30. Lunch too, $30. Dinner, $30. $90 every day. They give you $90 daily.
So for the 2 weeks that you were at the NIA, they gave you $90 each day. They allocated $90 to you each day for your meals.
Yes. But the food that they bought from town, that food is tastier than the one they sell there.
Were there people selling at the NIA?
I think they even cook there.
Can you tell us what eventually led to your release?
I think eventually they came to the realization that I knew nothing about it, that I have never communicated with this guy, and I did not even know them. That was why they released me.
And were you the only one that was released?
No, I wasn't the only one released. I was released alongside my police colleagues. But Se Omar Jeng called me and said, today you will be going home. That was why soon after lunch we were released.
Your colleagues, is it Adamambai? Was she also released after 2 weeks?
Yes.
Lamin Jabate?
Lamin Jabate do. Not Jabate, but Tabali. Lamin Tabali.
My apologies. Lamin Tabali.
Haketu Lamin Tabali. Yes, he was also released that day.
Buna Sonko?
Buna Sonko do. Ibrahima Sonko. Ibrahima Sonko.
Karijatu?
Karijatu do. Karijatu Jallo.
Was she also released that very day?
No, no, Kajari mo sambanu NIA de. Ate bidun Kanifing station also. So malam fate bulale bari intol mo nanol intol bulale.
Kadijati was not taken to the NIA. She was at the Kanifing police station. But the 4 of us were all released.
What of Jarai Baji?
Jarai Baji do. Jarai Baji ngo fili jele, ntango tu jele. We left Jarai Baji there.
Sorry, you told us already that Alaji Baji was one of the first people to be released. How about Matar Sise?
Matar Sise do. Matar Sise fana ntango tu jele. Matar Sise, I left him there too.
Did you meet any man by the name Abdullah Gay while you were at the NIA?
Bibe NIA to moment na. For any modo nata nyojele by Kafome Abdullah Gay.
No, no, I don't know him.
Did you recognize or can you recall all the people that were detained with you for certain?
Say, for one more menu ye ini be mutanyola albenyo kanje. For ye lolo wala isi suite no lebang.
Yes, I know some.
Somebody called like for Brahma Sise Bang Sise is there, and Ibrahim Mbub and Fafanyang, and Fafanyang also is having other colleague also is there. That's his friend. I forget that man also name. But Ibrahim Mbub is from Ministry of Justice. He was brought there.
Ibrahim Mbub about the Ministry of Justice. Yavana nati jele.
Can Can you tell us what happened after they released you?
Say between isitante ya fonye biriye tebula mune na tabula onoma mune keta.
Abelumine bente bula kam narfo bundaro.
The day that I was released, I came up to the gate.
Because for
the time that I was in the NIA, I was not eating.
Because
I was not eating much. I ate only from time to time. So when I was going at the gate, they gave me 400 and said, "This is your 400 because you were not eating."
If you were not eating the food, what were you eating?
Say natara ebuketo la domoro domo e kamuna domonu.
Takataraje ko ngotaraje fam muko son kin hayna ni ko nyoko ite mu domola ndaka fo ko ndamanta fen domola.
I was there, and even when they came and asked me, "What would you want to eat?" I will tell them I did not want to eat anything.
So no sometimes na friends will be tabali comme nate fen domo na ma bang akam force
moytebe mutoko no NIA le bang.
Nonte nte bama amantira ko lon juna nak.
My mother did not get to know about it earlier.
Was mama nte be do ko dami.
Was working in Kanifing.
Say wato me yebula ela bala jata ya be tembe jumal to no wotumo.
Kabe mbula wata mina komi nansin toron mbuka tamano bake.
When I was released, my uncle was such I was not able to work properly.
Because ninka tamango jukmale.
Because when I work, I used to limp.
So I
was in that state and taking care of myself.
Did your people, the police department, did they contact you after you were released?
Saying ila doku la police department. Fo wonata kuma futandi malabang wala kekili watu men yebula fakapare.
Mwana mananta so wona pour ka fonyo ko muna na isorom fa mwana mo fonte fan.
Nobody has ever came to my house to ask me or to tell me why I was detained. No one has ever come.
Around March 2017.
But around March in 2017,
there was a time
there was a time that I was sick and unable to go anywhere, and my mother was worried. My mom went up to the headquarters in Banjul and met Landing Bojang. She said to him, that boy who was at the APRC bureau when it was being burned down, there he is sick and he is one of yours. So Landing Bojang called me and I spoke with him. And he asked, how is your health? I said to him, I'm not getting better. I'm unable to go anywhere. And where I am constantly vomiting. And sometimes when I go to the toilet, I used to release blood.
Yes.
Prior to you being detained, did you suffer these complications?
Before even police.
Before I was detained at the police.
There was the police the
police work, I was able to do it as a lone man. I could go to Jeddah, even around the forest, to effect arrest single-handedly.
I book my departure together with the complainant to go and locate the accused person.
If somebody comes and lodges a complaint, I used to book their complaints and I will go with the complainant single-handedly and effect the arrest.
But before I was very active.
Before this happened to me, I was very active.
Did they eventually give you the medical help that you needed?
No, I'm okay. Just sometimes sometimes
No, they did not do that for me. Just that sometimes I go to work and other times I lie in the house because I am unable to go anywhere.
Until
one day when I went to work at the Serekunda police station.
So
And I heard it been said that Touray does not usually come to work.
So Landing Bojan ko ha alabai.
And Landing Bojan said, well, sack him.
Wabela nyam bojon ko alabai nka ko itemi ko juni yaji metam alto be ma hanyal be derinton tuk altara alento sorong.
After he said that, I said to him, what about you? During Yaya Jammeh's time, you were all scared, and here you are telling them to sack me. Once I said this to him, he made the recollection, and he said, oh, behold, this is the man whose mother came all the way to the office.
So time I officer rode in like a 540, Sergeant Fati.
That was the time that he gave me one officer called Sergeant Fati.
And some Canifing Lieutenant Clinic.
And he took me to the Canifing Clinic.
Yeah.
Did you come to hear about Tumani Jallow? Did you hear anything about him after that?
Bilo be botala fo ina tana kuma moyle Tumani Jallow la koto bang.
Nara moyle komin Tumani Jallow ya fale.
Yes, I got to hear that Tumani Jallow was killed. I saw it on the Party Network.
We have also received evidence that Tumani Jallow was actually killed by the junglers.
Mfanalo kibaro solo ko Tumani Jallow jongla sol le nata fa.
Ngo kibaro solo le kay.
Yes, I got that information. I heard.
You've already told us about the health complications that you endured after this incident.
Ya fonyen na fanang jata kendea balia munta kendea balia menata kela birinyin ko botala.
What other impact did you have after your detention?
Biri yebula ye muta hanfo yebula mun ku koten ngata lekang me yalonko ay kusoto ila baluto.
I do go from lazy nimbulle.
It retarded my work.
Because first time is different.
Because the way I was at first is completely different from now.
Police, Brikama,
the station in Brikama, everybody knew me.
Yeah, because in Brikama,
because in Brikama there was one old man who cut me with a cutlass. That old man was taken to mile 2 and locked up.
After a problem for Teranga FM News.
That problem was narrated at the Taranga FM in one of their news bulletins.
Yeah, but after that,
but after that, nobody came to talk to me about that issue anymore. And when I got injured, I was the one that took myself to the Brikama hospital myself. I used my own money to treat myself.
That was in 2015.
And in this other incident as well, did you have to remove money and treat yourself?
Sometimes
Yes, sometimes I'll take my own money to treat myself.
Are you able to actively carry out your duties as you are?
Saying ibete nyame ikela lokolo tamandino le anyama ko belu nyame
mbuka tamandino ko min ka tamandino nyame because hani be siri nyame tente ni singulo aka kandile ka dimba wala be singulo kono fa.
I'm unable to carry out my duties as I used to do before. Even as I am seated here, my leg is getting hot as if fire is under it.
And what do you attribute that condition to?
Alum bitung itela miraroto mune yo sabu itama.
Just the way I was beaten.
Well, Mr. Touray, thank you very much.
Mr. Touray.
Thank you for answering all of my questions. And I'm sorry that you had to endure so much pain. Mr. Chairman, that will be all from me for the witness. I'll hand over to you now.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, Mr. Touray, for coming to testify before the Commission.
Chairman, Council Numbara, Bari, Ayete Fanan Numbara, ita Mr. Touray, Puru Isonta, Yena Sediarola, Commission Nyatilimula.
Sorry, you had to endure so much in the hands of NIA officers.
Ise haketu mantora bala te kang meya lonko, NIA lu kulale o mantoro le kang.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate. Commissioner Jallo, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Jallo, wale lafte nyinin kala.
Mr. Witness, I want to ask you one question.
Aka Commissioner Jallo kabe nyinin kala kumakilina.
The day you arrived at the APRC bureau,
APRC bureau nyinto.
You were there with other guards.
Inin kantarla do lebije.
But you are told the following day
that
you are the only one who is going to stay here for the night. Did you suspect anything, or what do you feel? Because that was the very night when the place was burned down. Thank you.
No, in terms of defendant, because now we are lack of men, so and
I did not suspect anything. I also realized that we were lack of men, and given that he was the SI,
and no fana following the one PC lady. First class lady by that time.
Iko mumfeng.
Following day, PC lady.
And the one that was supposed to release me the following day is a PC.
That's why I come in the man coming for is a setup or not.
That was why I was not suspicious about anything, whether it was a setup or not.
Thank you. If there are no further questions, Mr. Touray, if you have any closing remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
Saying, where modo manyin kar soto, Mr. Touray, nita fana kumakangulu soto elafte la kacha kumfala menna kadiamu moli. Saying, ita fana sitenteng yela kumakangulu sata.
Yes, what
I want to say is that all of us are Gambians.
So
that is to say that if something happens, we should investigate thoroughly to ascertain whether that happened or not. We are all together here and we are supposed to live in peace.
So,
but when you are working, you are not supposed to be thinking only about yourself. You should think about all other people.
But in
the Gambia during those days, people only secure their own positions. We never wanted to help other people.
Yes.
When we are in such a situation, we must assist each other and have the same intention,
so that
Gambia can move forward. So that peace is what is good anywhere in the world. That is what I have to say.
Peace between ourselves.
Let's maintain peace between ourselves.
Very kind and wise words. Thank you very much again, Mr. Touray, for coming to testify. First, I hope your health improves.
Akoy numbara yo kuma kanyimma le fo kuma kan kendulu bitun akoy numbara pro isonta na sede yarola bitu abedwale fo ila jata kende fo alasi asembentu ya kende ya fansoto.
We will end our proceedings here and resume tomorrow morning 10 o'clock sharp. Thank you all very much. Meeting is adjourned.
Mbedonna janne bi kakulu kumfa ning alasonta sinin talato talantanguli hawato mbeye benjang.
Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
noo lañ def ñoo ñëw ak yéen rek Skincare Plus nara jàkkaarloo ak yéen waxtaan ak yéen tuuti rek si suñu tube suñu baax emuñ rek ci ay diw waaye comme ni ngeen ko xamee rek dañoo yëngu ci ay tube te yënguwuñ nag si just any tube suñ tube bu nekk 5 star jas na la 5 star jas na mooy jas na bi gën a pire moom la ñoo tube palmaan bi gën a fort moom la ñoo liggéeyee buñ demee Bamako ñun duñ dem ci marché bi rek buub indi déedéet dañ leen a jox suñu specs ne lañ nii lañ ko buggee nale lañ ko buggee fóot bi nangami fóot lañ bugga pour mu mun a set waaw cuubi skincare déedéet doo ko sol mu di la taxa all over the place ci gàttal ñun rek si cuub dara du doy day des not only dañoo cuub but bu la neexee ñu cuubal la ba pare nag ñawal la ñaw fi mu gën a setee nag rek la ñoo fëlee ñetti ñawkat lañ am nañ ñawkati simple nga xam ne xoppati rek mbaa def sa taille basse def sa dagit def sa roba amul benn dawme am nañ koo xam ne moo ñoo dawme jigéen den am nañ tamit special ñawkat boo xam ne ñawi góor rek la ñoo defal nga bugg sa his and hers muy korité muy tobaski mbaa muy ngénte muy takka mbaa nga bugg rek def sa yëkka bu baax a baax daagul ba ñëw Skincare Plus ñu dimbali la tànnal la cuub fam gën a baaxee ndax sa yëkka gën a foor lii nga ne lan xoolal bi takka la Skincare fii la fu léegi yéen tey we're not all about skin we are skin care and the plus does come in so many different ways. cuubantu wuñ de dañ cuub bam saf-saf
Miss B Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for all beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more. Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Preacher Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.
Do you live abroad and want to build your dream home in the Gambia without risking your funds and family ties? Do you want a household name that is trustworthy and efficient? A name that will continue to give you updates on the project from the beginning to the very end with videos and pictures? If your answer is yes, then worry no more. Boss Construction and Asset Management is here for you. If you live outside the Gambia and want to build your dream home, then this is ideal for you. Just reach out to Boss Construction and let's start building the dream home into a reality. With Boss Construction, the difference is clear. We give you value for money. Some of our services includes the following: construction management, building equipment rentals, rent management, purchase and leasing, asset management, and many more. For more information, please contact 282-4945. Better still, send us an email, bossgambia@gmail.com, or you can also visit our website on www.bossgambia.com. Boss Construction, a name you can trust. Boss Construction and Asset Management, keeping families together.
No, ini bara. Welcome. Basically, lot of lala me along is cool, man. That I can really relax. What am madam? Yeah, what am madam? Yeah, let them do something. That's right. That's fine. Slowly. Yes. No. Yeah, actually, a lot of people are basically me alone because they relax. So it's always good that I can understand.
Nila from Nice, what?
Nidia, Nena Grand Villa is the best guest house in the Gambia.
Beji andikam Grand Villa Guest House. Na labungol bebe senyaring adum na bungol bebe nyarandiring coming ibela fila ila suwe taranyame. Until Grand Villa na kiliano la lafino wale mukamotin telkang. Na ye sabati Grand Villa yela kodo na fa kalamuta.
Oh man, this is like a paradise. I know. I so much love this place. Yeah, thank you. Trust me, I love this place. You can move somebody and you're watching what? Yeah. I know what Gambia Grand Villa. I tell you. I love this place. Okay. I love this place, man. Oh yeah.
Ni leftan na kuo keso sotola. Futama Oljuntum Paradise Estate. Mbaya kumandiroke 7527-218. Wale futan na website auto www.grandvillaguesthouse.com. Grand Villa Guest House.